they can't be done receiving people this early, can they? It's not that late. Oh, my watch is broken. Well, perhaps if I ring it again, they'll...
Oh! Hello? Ah, right. Trick or treat? Smell my feet? Give me something sweet? No? Oh, but it is an eat word. Wheat. Give me something made of wheat. You do love your gluten, don't you, mortals? At least some of you. Aha! Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. I see. I always forget that. I would. Doesn't narrow it down at all, does it? No, I don't have a brat. I'm just here to revel in the Halloween spirit. No, I dressed up, see? What do you mean it's not Halloween? Oh, drat it, you people have so many months I can never keep your blasted calendar straight. Whose idea was it to name so many after Roman emperors? I ask you. No, wait, you can't. I won't let you close this door. And not just because my foot's wedged in it. Just listen to me. It's important. No, you don't understand. Oh, mutatia ad nata. Whew, finally. Oh, well, I didn't need that toe anyway. No, darling, just calm down, would you? I can explain everything. Just let me come in. I understand you feel that way, but fortunately, you don't have a say in the matter. Let me in. Oh, see? Was that so hard? Oh, no, save your breath. We have work to do before you're too far gone. That's not important anymore. For now, I just need you to work with me, all right? I promise I'll answer all your little inconvenient questions when it's time. Now, please, go, clear a large space somewhere. I'll turn out your lights and lock up. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. Go clear a space now. Oh, this is perfect. You've done so well, my love. Here, sit. I said. Oh, and so clever already. You'll be just perfect, darling. Oh, perhaps I spoke too soon. Or perhaps the transformation is just dulling your mind quicker than anticipated. Poor thing, losing brain cells by the moment. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone with orange. Either way, yes, I'd be glad to answer your questions. Well, you can still ask them. Go ahead. I cast a spell on you, darling. It's as simple as that. Did you not feel the shift in the cosmic energies? Don't worry, the burning sensation is quite normal. You're having your DNA rewritten after all. It'd be a bit odd if it went unnoticed. Transformative magic is a bit like radiation poisoning. Now that is a bit more complicated. I think I can explain it all to you before it be entirely lost on you. But for me to do that, you have to sit still and listen closely. No more outbursts. Wonderful. So, first things first. Do you recognize me, darling? I wonder if that's really true. Or if the spell is just hurting your memory that much. Oh, well, what actually matters is that I recognize you. We met 4 months ago. Almost to the day. Unless I'm counting wrong, I could be. Well, due to some unexpected transportation complications, my fingers got stuck in the trunk of my broom, I had to spend my night quite a few miles outside of the city. And when I returned to the road and my mortal car, I found I'd left my lights on the whole night, stranding me. Oh, silly, silly me. So, with no power to start my car, and no charger for my Cyberbroom 9000, and far too little mana to do anything about either issue, I assumed I'd have to sit around for who knows how long to regain my power. But then came you, my savior. You drove up, saw that I was clearly stuck, and offered to jumpstart my car. I probably said yes, although at this point I'm not really sure. Most of the actual events are a blur to me. After all, I had bigger things on my mind. No, not my nearly severed fingers. It's my own fault for sticking them in there, anyway. But you, of course! As soon as I saw you, I knew you were meant to be mine. I could just feel it. I was practically stunned by how perfect you really are. And since you were so surprisingly quick with those jumper cables, I didn't get a chance to do much of anything about it. But as soon as I stopped daydreaming about you, I spent every last ounce of magic I had to stain your car. And with that little magical bookmark, I had plenty of time to, learn more about my darling savior. Every second I watched you, it all became so much more clear. You were too good. Everything I wanted and more. And all that perfection came with one massive problem. Why would someone as perfect as you ever want to be with me? I mean, don't get me wrong, I am quite a catch in some ways. Why, Matthew Hopkins spent most of his miserable little life trying to get me. Did you know he only lived to 27? But the point is, you're the whole package. An 11. I'm a bit, scatterbrained. Quite gifted in certain contexts, and, a bit of a bimbo in others. I'm a hard 10 at best. And I'll admit that thought sent me on a bit of a depressive episode. But then it hit me. The solution was staring me right in the face. I don't need you to want to be with me to make sure you are with me. Why, we don't even need to be equals. Hence this spell. Oh, is that not obvious? My apologies. I didn't realize how confusing this might be if you don't already understand magic. Blame my ADHD. That's attention deficit hex disorder. The point is, I am turning you into my familiar. My darling little kitty cat. Mine to cherish and keep for the rest of time. Cats live forever, right? Oh, I probably should have researched first. Well, hey, you promised you wouldn't have any more outbursts. No, this doesn't change anything. Just stop fighting it and you'll... Why did you stop? Oh, the spell's already progressing nicely then. I didn't even have to emphasize that command. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I'm sure that being compelled doesn't feel very nice, but, if you stopped disobeying me, it wouldn't have to be this way. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh! Part of being a familiar is listening to what I say. So when you stop listening, the magic makes you listen. Although I'm a little surprised it's already managed to get such a strong grip on you. I was sure the physical transformation would start before the mental one. Oh, yes, that's what I was talking about earlier. Your DNA being rewritten. I can't very well have a human familiar, can I? People might get the wrong idea, like I was keeping you as a slave or something. Plus, I've always liked cats. Especially orange ones. Ooh, so snuggleable. I considered that, but really it's a minor issue. Sure, it might take longer to gather the necessary mana, but I could always turn you back, eventually. I could probably even set up some low-mana transmogrification system so I could flip-flop you on a whim. Cat body for snuggles. Human body for spice. Cat, human, cat, human, back and forth. Ooh, and I could get some sort of halfway point in there, too. Neko for the win. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. It's just something about being presented with endless opportunities. Well, 3. Anyway, back to your questions? Actually, that is most of the explanation. Do you have anything else to ask, or can I focus on my incantations? Yes, the incantations. I've been doing them ever since we sat down. It's not like one little spell is going to fix everything. I mean, look at you. You've got so many body parts. Never mind all the internal organs. Do you still have your appendix? Do cats need appendixes? Wait, appendixi? Appendices? Oh, whatever. You know what? I'll just get rid of it. I'll get rid of the gallbladder while I'm at it. That thing only ever causes problems. And you didn't know that I was doing the incantations. That is something to note. If you haven't been able to hear my psychic whispers, you may be less magically attuned than I thought. Ah, well, the possibility of having a familiar who isn't magically sensitive is a problem for tomorrow, me. For tonight, I have a cuddly, wuddly putty-tat. Now, did you have any other questions? Is that everything? Oh, no, we don't need any of that. If you start begging, that's just going to make me really sad, and we wouldn't want that, now would we? If I'm sad, I may be in too bad a mood to give you catnip. And you do want catnip, don't you? Oh, I'm glad you agree. Now, if that's everything, then... Oh, is that not obvious either? I mean, you figured out the familiars always obey things so quickly, you can't piece this together? Darling, why have you been sitting here next to me? Why haven't you called the police, or attacked me, or even pushed a little harder on that guilt trip angle? Catnip only explains so much. Really ask yourself why you're rolling over so easily. Because you want to. Familiars want to make their companions happy. All this time while you've been shrinking down and sprouting fur, you've also been getting your brain scrubbed ever so softly. Less of a violent brain wash and more of a, gentle cycle rinse. Every thought of rebellion is melting away, only to be replaced by the same love I have for you. Oh, don't panic, kittums. You'll like it more this way, I promise. And not just because I'm psychologically altering you to like it, by the way. I will be the kindest, most adoring companion any familiar could ever ask for. Cross my heart. Oh, do I still have a heart? Well, cross whatever's in there. Oh, no. Come here, it's all right. Give me a hug while your arms are still long enough to reach. There. You're going to be just fine. Think of this as a new beginning. A fresh start. Away from all those pesky human responsibilities and peers and memories and clothes. What? Oh, yes. I'm sorry, darling. I almost couldn't understand you through that, rather interesting accent you've adopted. Put simply, many of the mental effects of this process are, more a matter of your much smaller brain than me twisting things. It's not like I can just keep a whole human intellect in a cat's skull. Well, I suppose I could have if I'd thought of it before now. But no need to worry, darling. Your mind may be slipping away from you, but I've still got a firm grip on it. I won't lose anything important. You don't need to remember the faces of your parents, or your ex-girlfriends, or your name. After all, I'll be giving you a new one. I think I'll name you Tape Dispenser. What do you think? Well, it's the first thing I thought of. There's one right over there. We'll workshop it. What about, lamp? Or dish rack? Dish rack's an excellent name for a cat. I don't know why you're upset. You're going to be an orange cat. It's not like you'll come when I call anyway. Well, whatever I call you, I promise to keep all the important parts of you intact. Oh, still enough brain cells in there to recognize subtext. I see. Well, I'll have you know your new companion is a very strong magician. If I wanted to, I could easily preserve every last bit of you, right down to the synapses. But as I'm sure you're struggling to imply, I won't be doing that. I am incredibly powerful, but I'm also incredibly lazy. But not to fret. I'm not going to delete massive chunks of your personality. Obviously, some of you will have to go. Past loves, undesirable desires, any memories that might paint me in an unfavorable light, that annoying show you like that I can't stand. But you won't miss them. Literally. That's the best part about memories. You have to remember them to remember you forgot them. Did that make sense? Oh, well, of course it didn't make sense to you, darling. Oh, you're probably down to 2 brain cells by now. Oh, no, don't waste this moment. Even once my mana is refilled, it'll be some time before you're ever this lucid again. Especially when your cute little face is such a good incentive not to humanize you. Oh, look at you. I thought you might turn out orange and white like a creamsicle, but no. You know, this may be the last time for a long time you can actually form English words. Isn't there anything you'd like to say to me, notebook? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not married to it. I'm just trying it on for size. Is there anything you'd like to express? Oh, you love me? Well, I love you too, kitty. Here, why don't we get you some scritches? Yeah. Oh, what a darling. Feels wonderful, doesn't it? All those new nerve endings between your ears are just loving this. Oh, you're purring your first purr. That's adorable. What if I just grabbed you right under your legs and belly rubs? Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh. Oh, well, that'll learn me. Oh, you're just too cute. Here, sit. I want to take a picture. So marvelous. Oh, I can't wait to post you to Face Grimoire. I know it's a bit passé. It went out in about 1682, but my mother is still on there. I prefer Witch Talk, but I can only post videos there. We'll have to wait for you to do something extra cute. But look, you see, you are the cutest little kitty this side of Salem. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And to think you were going to close the door on me. If you could only see you now. I'd conjure a mirror to show you, but you might get scared of that other cat. All right, come here, darling. You can lay right in my lap while I cast the last few incantations. Good kitty. Following my instructions so well. I don't even think you were compelled that time. You're just that perfect. Or you know I have tuna in my pocket. Oh, was that a little kitty yawn? Did all the magical transformation tucker you out? It's all right. Just close your eyes. When you wake, I'll still be here. You'll never have to leave my side, ever again. Oh, I love you, kitty. My sweet, precious little fork. Oh, hiss all you want. I like it. Fork. My darling little fork. Mwah.